Let's all settle in, and we'll bring, here's a pila.
Teresa, I'm going to light some cedar. And I have my water here for listening to our prayer and feeling that heart coherence. And when I'm done with the prayer, although you won't see it, I'll take this out, and I live on a sacred site, and I will, which is about conception of life, and I will offer the water here and my flame. So with this, please take a deep breath and join me in this contemplation. Lighting my cedar now. The great directions of life, to Mother Earth, to Great Spirit, to self-direction, the heart of coherence. Sungwai Dizang ancestors, I call to you today from the middle of the Pacific and the most remote landmass of the world, the Hawaiian Islands. How people came to be here across thousands of miles of open ocean with no instruments, with no compass, with no elder, somehow arrived. What is that mystery that allows us to be one place, one way, then another? We look for that way now. Here on the islands, there's an old way of the va'a, or the twin-hulled voyaging canoe. Va, signifying time. A, the companion star of Sirius, mysteriously embodied in the architecture of the two hulls with a platform, ocean-going vessel, is the coherence we seek. A power so great that people could set out from the south, 3,000 miles of open ocean, and arrive here safely. One must know where one comes from. Intention, desire, the beginning of coherence, and longing too, and acceptance of the binary reality of two hulls, of two ways, ways that bring in time through the stars, through the Southern Cross, the va'a of the heavens. Time opens in a creation chant. Sitting on the platform, joining the hulls, aware of where we come from. The need for life depends upon our ability to recognize the dark and the light, the binary reality of the vessel that carries us. What is this mystery that permits us to accept the binary, the chaos, the peace, the dark, the light? What we sit on, the pola, has a meaning. The meaning refers to the planet Venus, whose complex cycle of morning star, evening star, disappearance forms the five-pointed star in the nighttime sky and its risings. That star is the star of love. It is through this intelligent, conscious choosing, combined with desire, combined with acknowledgement of the shadow, of the chaos, and the role that it plays along with the light. We look into our hearts today. Who do I hate? What causes me anxiety? What comes in my dreams and my nightmares? Those moments, points of dark light, hold the gold for us. In the morning, as the nighttime fades and dawn arrives, a cascade of bird song erupts to join the world's. Let our heartbeats, let our prayers, let our desires, let our darkness too join in that prayer set in motion eons ago, and so move in this time between worlds, between the fourth and the fifth world, when the earth, now mother, goes through her changes, with the song in our hearts, joining the birds between the worlds, we dance with uncertainty, and so move in to the next world. Ah, Mama, Ua Noa. Amen.
Thank you, Apila. As we rest within this music, let us center ourselves in our bodies. Take a breath. And for the next little while, let us attune ourselves to our heartbeats. In a spirit of gratitude and deep thanksgiving. That we're alive. That this most extraordinary, fragile, and potentiated moment in the human journey. For the next few minutes, let us contemplate that intimate relationship between chaos and coherence in our lives, in our world. And ask ourselves big is our heart? Let us start by just all of us just thinking of our own personal lives. Think of all the chaos that you're dealing with. Is your heart big enough? Is your love deep enough? To create coherence out of that chaos in your single life? Now think of your experience, the experience of your friends and your family, your community during the pandemic. Remember the lockdowns. Remember the masks, the social distancing, the isolation, the anxiety at every symptom, asking yourself, is this COVID? Is your heart big enough? Is your love deep enough? To transmute all that chaos still with us into coherence? Are all of our hearts all put together big enough? Is our love deep enough to absorb a tiny little virus and transmute it into coherence? Now contemplate ecological turbulence. That you've experienced, that you've seen on the news. The suffering of the migrations of refugees. The droughts, the floods, the fires, the storms. Consider all that the world is going through right now as a planet, as an ecosystem. Is your heart big enough? Is your love deep enough? Are all of our hearts all put together big enough? Is our love deep enough to enfold a tortured planetary ecosystem? Into our inner sanctum and transmute it into coherence. Can we do that? Now contemplate all the strife, all the polarization, all the conflict in which we humans engage. The racism, the misogyny, the false news, the authoritarianism, all the ways we rend ourselves asunder. Is your heart big enough? Is your love deep enough? Are all of our hearts together big enough? Is our love deep enough to absorb all that? And transmute it into coherence. do that. Let us hold in this place, at this hour, a heart as big as the world. And a love that draws from every corner of our universe. Right now, let us draw that in. And let us consecrate ourselves to holding all the chaos swirling around us with a purity of intent, a depth of humility, such that we can forgive everyone and everything, including ourselves, and offer ourselves as a pure vessel to that spirit of our earth that loves us and wants us to hold her in this moment.
Mm. Thank you, Apila and Jim and Cornflower, for such an extraordinary and powerful heart coherence experience. I'd love for First, I really would like to invite you, if you're thinking about making a year-end gift this year, to the things in your life that have really supported you, to consider making a contribution to the Global Coherence Pulse. We've raised enough money this year to cover all of our expenses of putting on these events, but we haven't raised enough to be able to give any resources to the people who put this on, Kaylin and Ian in the back end, my team with Live It Now Productions. And we need to have some resources to be able to start again next year and really grow this. If it's one of the most essential things for us to be doing on the planet right now, if we all give a little bit, if we all give what we can, if we can give more. But please consider making a gift to the Global Coherence Pulse and know that in your giving, we're able to do more together. So really thank you for that. And to Humanity Rising, Jim and his team are continuing to host an event every day. I don't know how much longer, Jim, that you're going to do that, but they are fantastic. And there's a whole library of resources and different conversations from every different angle. And so important that it's happening. So please, there's a link there for you to join. They'll send you emails all the time and you can see which ones you'd like to jump on.
Thank you, Teresa. Earlier I mentioned Sapapu. It's one of my songs. And with regards to the path of the heart through the ages of experience here on the planet. And I want to bring that song through now. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you feel called to move your body, I highly recommend it.
this path we merge with the one. It's just me and you, yeah, 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 yeah. As we follow the tunnel within us, so cosmic surrender. Comes a song we all can remember, a vibration with no beginning.
Let's take all this love that we're feeling, all of this beautiful, coherent energy of our collective heart, and let's just one more moment pulse this planet with our love and care. And to Cornflower and Claudia and Jim and Apila, all of the people who make this possible, and to every single one of you.